9th December 1980, evening session continued. Not to argue with anybody. That's to all and sundry. If anybody comes with a profound idea that I am a jnani, I will do something very silly, that he will run away from it. From him.
So when I went yesterday for he said, Mummy, I gave him. Then in fact he was, as soon as he saw him the night before I wanted to
10th December 1980 morning.
ईश्वरापर्यंत सगळं तो प्राणेश्वर आहे. पुढचं काय, त्याच्या पुढचं काय आहे तर निर्गुण. नाव जरी अनेक आहेत हा पण वागणूक एकच आहे. वागणूक किंवा नावाला नसतं. काय म्हणतो नाही तर हे सगळं इंद्रिय मन बुद्धी प्राणेश्वर आणि निर्गुण सगळं एकच आहे ऍक्च्युअली. मुळामध्ये चैतन्य शक्तीचे बनवतो मतम मानतो. पुणे जे बोलतो आहे त्यातलं नाही म्हणजे अनेक लोकांना उचलून अख्खा भाग अजून निराकार टेक्स्टमध्ये आपण आहे. हो आता नित्य गावाला त्याला माझी भाषा करेल. येत नाही ते जन्मस्थान कोणाच्या जन्मस्थानी त्याची गादी लेखी काय म्हणतात. जन्मस्थानी कोण असतो. जन्मस्थानी कोण असतो देव असतो कोण असतो. जन्मस्थानी कोण आहे चैतन्य. अन्य आणलं पाहिजे. हो बुद्धीने कसं आहे ते उठून इकडे म्हणजे अंगाने आणलं पाहिजे. म्हणजे मानव बोलणार अंगाचा बोलणं. बुद्धीने करणार होती. लोक बुद्धीचा आता घेतले आहे. झाड आणि झोप नाही बुद्धीच्या शास्त्रात तुम्ही झाड आणि झोपल्यावर हात घेणार तुला बुद्धीच्या हात नाही. तुम्ही आता बोलून नाही ना.
I say, the longer he thinks about it, he's coming to the conclusion that it is best for him not to talk, because he is talking only to that which is common amongst all people, and that is the consciousness. Whereas each one of us thinks in terms of oneself as an individual and limited by the intellect. The body and the intellect is what circumscribes our identity, whereas what he is talking about is beyond the intellect. So long as we try to understand him with our intellect, it's impossible for you to understand what I am saying, until we accept that what we are is something prior to the body and the intellect. Only from that point of view will we be able to understand it.
Ask Maharaj that since we have been wrongly conditioned for so long, it takes though we, I believe completely, the wrong habits take a little time to get rid of, to unroll this. And so therefore, to hear again and again helps to erase those wrong grooves.
Maharaj says, Maharaj says it is not we who get rid of this conditioning, but the conditioning will fall off by itself.
माझी प्रगती आता पंचभूत असताना पती कसा होतो तिकडे गेलो आता तुमचा सगळा पंचभूतमय आहे माझी प्रगती पंचभूत वही असताना मी कसा होतो तिथं पंचभूतमय
Maharaj said we are listening to him from the point of view that we are the products of the five elements, and he has reached a stage, that stage which existed prior to the creation of the five elements.
तुम्ही त्याबद्दल प्रयत्न करा की जोरदार इच्छा करा आग्रह करा तुम्हाला ते होऊ शकतं याला त्यावेळेस आग्रह देऊ शकत पंचभूत राहील आग्रह करू शकत त्याला म्हणजे सोपं आहे
Maharaj says what he is saying is very simple, really. He says, before this body and consciousness came, what was my original state? He said, that is where we should concentrate our attention and be there. But so long as we confine ourselves to the body and the consciousness and think in terms of anything which arises after the coming of the consciousness, he says it is impossible. But if we think on the terms, what were we before this body and consciousness came, then it is very simple.
He
said that there was a stage before the time factor came in, that is the waking state and the sleeping state, and the consciousness. I must have been there. So to whom does this occur? That these states, temporary states, have come upon my original state. So who is aware of that? Who is conscious of that? There must be someone who is aware of that.
आपल्या प्रगती किती झाली ते पुन्हा
Whatever progress we think we have done can only be at the level of consciousness. Until the very fact that we are thinking of progress means that we are thinking of progress in terms of consciousness.
याचा मतलब भ्रांत आहे तो तुम्ही राहू शकत
Maharaj said the trouble is that instead of thinking in terms of and trying to be in that stage before the consciousness stage, we get ourselves involved in all kinds of concepts which arise after the rising of the consciousness. So all our thinking is conceptual. That is the difficulty. He says, Maharaj said, I have told you that you are that state or that state before the arising of the body and consciousness. So I have told you that, accept it and be there. Maharaj says, at the moment, so long as consciousness is there, get the conviction that you are consciousness and not the body. All your experiences are confined to the state of consciousness. And what you are is the state prior to it.
कुणाचं काय म्हणते ते बुद्धीच्या आटोक्यात नाहीये जरी तुम्ही ऐकले तरी तुम्ही कॉल लावतो म्हणाले.
So long as we listen to Maharaj with our mind and intellect, we will never be able to apprehend and see what he is trying to convey to us.
माझी चैतन्य ब्रह्माचा उद्भव झाला नव्हता तेव्हा कसा होतो. चैतन्य ब्रह्माचा उद्भव झाला नव्हता
त्याच्या आधी
तेव्हा मी कसा होतो.
Maharaj again says, what was my state or what was I before this consciousness came upon me? What was I before the consciousness came upon me? That is my question.
विचारचा नाही लोकांचा सन्मानावर ज्या मान म्हणण्यावर अवलंबून व्हायला नाही म्हणून माझी प्रगती
He says, how?
तुम्ही दिलेले मान मानले का त्याच्यावर अवलंबून नाही.
He says, why? How is it
त्याच्यावर अवलंबून नाही झाले कोणी नाही.
How is it that I have reached my original state? He says, I have reached my original state because I have totally discarded anything, any status or money or anything that this world can give me. I have totally discarded it. Therefore I have gone to my original state.
माझ्या समोरच्या जवळ त्याच्या झोपेच्या समोर ते चैतन्य ब्रह्म पिसाच होता.
Compared to,
तुम्हाला ऐकवायचं
compared to,
भगवान मानतो.
compared to my original state, my true nature, this consciousness is as despicable and something which is to be given up as urine is.
त्यांनी किती ऐकलं तुम्ही सांगतो नाते पण घेतो पण ध्यान लोकांचे त्या त्रिपुटी बाहेर कमी जाणार नाही. ती त्रिपुटी अवस्थेत करतो असतात.
You see, one may go to any number of gurus, but so long as we do not accept this state which was prior to the arising of the consciousness and get ourselves involved conceptually in the states subsequent to the arising of the consciousness, we will never we will reach that original state. We may meet any number of gurus, but so long as it's conceptual, it is still conceptual.
त्याचा उद्भव झाला झाला माझ्या जमीन माझी वस्तू माझी सोडून स्वतः होतो हे मला कोणाला विचारावं लागत नाही.
Maharaj again goes to that state which is my true nature before these temporary states of waking, sleeping and consciousness came about. And in order to know that that is my true nature, I don't have to ask anybody. No one else can tell that to me either. I know I must know it myself.
घेऊन ठेवलेलं त्याच्यातील ज्ञानी आहे.
Maharaj said there are plenty of jnanis, but jnanis of what? He said they are jnanis of
महाराज आपण कृपा
of whatever has been written. That is, they are jnanis of the conceptual knowledge, not jnanis of jnana, but only jnanis of the conceptual knowledge.
राजयोग नसताना निर्वाहाची गरज नव्हती. राजयोग नसताना निर्वाहाची गरज नव्हती. तरी माझा निर्वाह होतो का? माझ्या तिथं भरपूर होतो. तर राजयोग नसताना माझी स्थिती कशी दुसरा कोण सांगू शकेल?
In my original state, before these temporary states came about, I didn't have to work for my living. I didn't obviously then have any needs. If I had the needs, they were automatically fulfilled.
जाणलो बाहेर जाणीव गुण आहे जाणीव गुण आहे जो जाणलं बसलीच नाही
Consciousness, the concept of time, that is sleeping and waking states, they are very closely bound together. There can't be one without the other. There cannot be consciousness without the time element. There cannot be any time element without consciousness.
पण तुला श्वासाचा मला भय वाटत नाही नवताचं नाही हो
I'm not worried about the cessation of breath. Because let the breath stop, then what will happen? I shall be back in my original state.
ओळखीचा माणसांमान करतात कीर्ती करतात द्यायला करतात त्याच्यावर मी मोहित नाही
I am not enamored.
मला मोह नाही
I am not enamored.
म्हणून माझी प्रवृत्ती पुढे आहे.
I am not enamored of the flattery and status which the world may offer me. And that is why I am fully aware of my original state and true nature.
त्या मुक्तामधला मी आपली समाधी जागा आपण काय सांगू त्या
If someone who is supposed to be a jnani reserves a place where his body has to be buried, you say, what kind of jnani is such a person?
बोलू नये त्याला पण आपण बोलू नये ज्ञानेश्वर आपल्या समाधी जागा आपली होती
And so, Maharaj, it is best not to talk of this because
नाही आपली घालू विवेकानंद आपली समाधी जागा आपण समाज समाधी करू जेवण पण नसते तिथे
Maharaj says even the most famous of jnanis have done this. They have said, my body should be buried in a particular place. Then he said, where is your universality? स्वरूपानंदाने सुद्धा बलिदान करून गांधू
ज्ञानेश्वरांनी देखील काल आम्ही हेच बोललो महाराज ज्ञानेश्वरी वाचताना हेच माझ्या मनात आलं ना आम्ही बोललोय की ज्ञानेश्वरांनी देखील ठरवलं होतं इथे जाऊन समाधी घ्यायची ठेवलेली होती तयार करून
इंटेन्शन that people should worship it.
इंटेन्शन इंटेन्शन नाही
पण मी काय म्हणतो एखादं कोणी गेला जाणार राम जमाने झालं या त्रिपुटी मी कसा सत्सनिष्ठ होतो त्याचं मला ज्ञान आहे
Maharaj says, it is because of these things which I have known that I consider myself alone in this state which I have reached. Because I have totally disregarded anything concerned with the sleeping and waking states and consciousness. I have totally kept myself aloof from this, from these three states. To the extent that I don't care where this body is going. Or whatever happens to the body.
दुसऱ्या शब्दात सांगायचं म्हणजे मी जागाही नव्हतं कधी झोपलेला नव्हतं
In fact, in that original state of mind, there was no question of any sleep or waking. I was never awake, I was never asleep.
हे माझं नीट जाणतो
And I know it for myself. No one else has told me. Or can tell me.
जागाही नव्हतो कधी झोपलेला नव्हतो
I was never awake, I was never asleep. And nobody else has to tell me that.
त्याला कोणाला नाही
There is no proof for this.
आणि कल्पनाही करत नाही कल्पनेच्या पलीकडे
आणि हे माझं प्रॅक्टिकल आहे
Practical.
This is something I know intuitively, as a fact. No one else has to tell me that. There is no question of any proof. And what he knows, he is not as a theoretical theorem. He says it is a fact, it is practical, he says I know.
जन्म निघला जन्मावस्था या जन्म निघला जन्म निघला जन्मावस्थेमध्ये तो काय म्हणतो तेवढाच अनुभव तुमचा आहे त्याच्या बाहेर जात नाही.
This is any experience which anyone else has is only after that which has been named birth has taken place, never before that.
Says, when Maharaj wakes up, so he's always awake, does he come back to this body, this present body? What lets him come back to the body in the morning, or even now?
ही अशी जर महाराजांची स्थिती असली मग सकाळी जाग झाल्यावर आपण आपल्या देहामध्ये कसे परत येतात?
खूप काय का प्रश्न आहे रेल्वे जाण्याचं तुम्हाला नाम काय
So that which is
घालायचं त्याच्यात घालायचं
that which is to come from somewhere and go into something, does it have any shape or form? In other words, you are still thinking of him as an individual with a body.
तुम्ही पगाच्या ओळखीवर बोलतो
He says you are thinking in terms of an individual body.
पगाच्या ओळखीवर ओळखी नाही बोलणार.
So he says all your questions will only be based on your body, mind and the life force and the intellect.
ओळखी नाही बोलून
He says, is that not so? Bhagavan.
ते ओळखीच्या पहला तू बोलणार
You are
आणि कसं बाय कसं
how do you come out and how do you go in? You are speaking from the point of view or with the help of the life force which is in the body.
आता तुझ्या माझ्या तुम्हाला माप द्यायचा म्हणजे थंड पाण्याचा इथं ठेवला आणि त्याला ऊब दिली तुझं गरम झाला कसा जेवला काय कोणते
Maharaj said, if there is some water in a pot and you put some fire underneath and it gets warm, so how can anybody tell you how it got warm or why it got warm?
तुझे पाय कोणते
पाय पाय
कोणत्या पायाने कोणत्या मार्गाने त्या पाण्यात भांडण केलं गरम केलं
So he said, with what feet
Has the
did
fire
the warmth come into that cold water?
आणि आत्म्याची गोष्टी करता
We are talking of this consciousness which is without shape or form.
तो अनंत आहे त्याच्याकडे यंत लागलाय
That is universal, without any, it is infinite.
अनंताचे दोन अर्थ होतं ते पुष्कळ आहे आणि त्याने फारच लागत
To be infinite, he said there are the two things. One is that it has no limits, and the other is there is no, it is beyond the concept of any finite or not finite.
मी गार झोप राहील सदा सदा होतो म्हणून मला गार झोपेची साक्षी करत आहे
He said because I am
गार झोपेची साक्षीमध्ये सगळं काय करतो
because I know my true nature, the witnessing of this consciousness and the waking and sleeping state take place. And the consciousness witnesses everything that takes place in consciousness.
साधा आहे
It is very simple.
हे साहेब आता आले इथे नव्हते हे साहेब आता म्हणजे गार झोप आली खाली आता आली नव्हती
So Maharaj said it's very simple. These people are not here. That I know. Then when they came in, they said, I know that they have come. So also I know that these waking and sleeping states and consciousness were not there at one time. And they have come subsequently. Proceed with your question.
So all the superposition, all those things.
Superimposed.
Yes, upon us.
मग हे माझ्या वस्तुस्थितीवर हे काहीतरी त्याच्या नंतर वर आलेलं आहे येतं जातं ते माझ्या वस्तुस्थितीवर एक अवस्था आलेली आहे
नाही आलेलं आहे तुम्हाला आज 6 डिग्री ताप आलेला आहे कुठून आला का आला
Maharaj said, nothing has been superimposed. Now you are here. And you have got 106 degrees temperature. What has come on over you? Has anything been placed on you? Has anything been superimposed on you? So he said, how did it come about, this temperature?
कधी जीवगुणात्मक प्रकृती
No.
उद्भवली त्याच्याने गार लोक आणि कर्तव्य निर्माण झालं मग त्याच्यात ताण हे प्रकाशामध्ये निर्माण झाले ते काय घडलं रुग्णता निर्माण झाली हे तुळुकलं
So this,
काय की किंवा आजार आला आजार म्हणून
he said, so what has happened similarly, we say, these two states, waking and sleeping and consciousness, they have come on you. So what has come on you? He said, nothing but an illness, like a temperature which has come, spontaneously. And what has come about is not you.
सर्वसाधारण त्यातून माणूस हे घालतोय ऋग्वेद हा ध्वनी म्हणतो आहे तो आजारी ध्वनी आहे ऋग्वेद
And when the first sound is nothing but acknowledgement of this disease, of this temperature.
आजार नव्हता ध्वनी नव्हता
Before that, if there is no illness, then there was no consciousness of any illness. There was no sound, you are not even aware of being conscious of the illness.
आज त्यामध्ये बदल ह्याच्यानं गेलो हे तुम्ही आहे आत्माने ऐकत नाही बोलत नाही ध्वनी आहे कसला ध्वनी
रोगाचं जाणीव.
रुग्णाचा
रोगाचा.
पण हा ध्वनी रुग्णाचाच आहे
So Maharaj said,
मग ती रुग्णता छल होण्याकरता पंचर्यला सामने काय राम राम म्हण असा अर्थ त्याच्यातून साम्राज्याच्या नक्कल निर्माण झाली हा काय योजना करावी आपण आहे कला कसे सहन होत नाही योजना काय करायचं असं करावं तसं करावं म्हणून भाग पाहिजे असं म्हणला पण आजार आहे रोग नाही चारी शब्दाला त्या नाव आहे आणि त्याच्या बोलण्याला सर्वस्वती किताब आहे चार गीताची सर्वस्वती असलीच पाहिजे
this is good for the consumption of your son, who is a scholar in Sanskrit. No, nothing good in song.
आपण जेव्हा करते संत होत
म्हणून त्याला काय
या सगळे माणूस करताय कशा करता
ते सण व्हावं म्हणून
आपण आहे कशा रोज हे तरी कर काय तरी घेऊन बोलली काहीतरी कर म्हणून पाहिजे काहीतरी करत मग सर होणार बघा साहेब अकलमध्ये आलेलं करते मग अनुभवाचं नाही
Maharaj is very precise about words. You follow? Sometimes we get lost in words. So whatever words we say, he does not accept. Now you said, how did it come in? Come in means walking. Therefore he said, what feet were used? You know that walking, how did it come about, that waking state? How did it come? Objection is to for that coming. Because it is coming from inside only. Whatever it sprouts from inside, it gets extinguished or snuffed up there only. It's all happening there only. But we have got our words coming and going, etc. Superimposition. Superimposition means it was somewhere there and you put it on. Fever also, it can't be superimposed. It sprouts from inside and it subsides inside only. For that was the objection. Now, in your perfect state, you do not know you are. If you are healthy in body, you are not aware of the body as such. When there is some ill health, some pain, some void, you feel the pain. Then that pain says, I am. Because when you are very healthy, you don't know about the body, you don't care, or you are indifferent to the body sense normally. Similarly, he says, in my perfect state, I don't know I am. is perfect, totally complete. There is nobody else except myself, complete, total. In that state, why should I know myself? Because it's a perfect state, healthy state, wholesome state. Now in that wholesome state, this pimple or this sickness has come now. This boil has come of I amness. Therefore, that I amness started knowing itself like that pain. This I amness means that consciousness, waking state and deep sleep. All that triad, you see. That is the sickly state. Waking state, deep sleep and I amness. It's just sprouted there. Not so it didn't come from anywhere, nor it was superimposed on the ultimate. It just came from nowhere. So it was a sickly state. Therefore I started knowing myself. The pain started knowing itself, I am, and it started making sound. And it's a groaning sound. Like that. That groaning sound is Rugveda. Rugveda is the Vedas, you know, we have 4 Vedas. You know? We have
शब्द पण आजाराची वाणी आहे.
we have
वाणी पण आजाराची वाणी आहे. योगाची नाही.
we have got 4 great scriptures, like Upanishads. 4 Vedas and Upanishads. These are our primary essential scriptures. So,
वेदना त्यालाच म्हणतात. वेदना वेदनाही त्यालाच म्हणतात.
तुम्ही वाचायची नावाने आहे.
पेन पेन दुःख.
so Rugveda means
आजाराची दुःख नव्हे का मुळात? रुग्णाचा म्हणजे दुःख नव्हे का? दुःखांची बोलतो त्याच्यावर.
मनाची वेदना.
हा बोलले.
when that groaning sound comes, that I amness comes is the beginning of sickness. So that groaning sound he calls Rugveda. It is the first Veda. The first scriptural book is Rugveda. Similarly, your first appearance or the sickness is I am and that groaning sound. That groaning sound he calls Rugveda. Veda means sound. And Roga means disease. Sound of the disease I am. That is Rugveda. Since that sound has come now, that means I amness has appeared, the sickness has appeared. Now some care must be taken. Nursing must be done. Now the first what is done, that groaning sound is put into proper form. It is put into proper rhythm. That knowledge of putting into rhythm is called Samaveda. The knowledge of singing or music. The knowledge of harmony. You may call it whatever you like. So that groaning sound is put into a musical form. That is Samaveda. Now the intellect is also born. Now he wants to sustain himself as I am. He wants to preserve that. He starts loving it. Therefore he starts Yajurveda. Yajur means Yojana. Yojana means planning and projects. Now he plans. There are number of projects for the sustenance of that sickness. That is Yajurveda. And finally Atharveda. Atharveda means going into detail, the finances, the financial aspect of the project. Making details of the projects. That is Atharvaveda. But starting from what? From that sickness which started or sprouted on that perfect state of I amness. On the state of no I amness. I abide always in that no I am state. And what is now talking and everything is happening is in the state of that sickness, I amness, consciousness, Rugveda state. This is that Rugveda state, consciousness state. So that, that Rugveda state, the waking state and deep sleep is there. Not to the ultimate. Not to the no-knowing state. That is the state in which he abides. There is no question of he also for that. You can't address as he. That state always prevails here. And in that consciousness state, because of the consciousness, waking state, deep sleep and the body and everything, that is in the consciousness, in the I amness realm.
आणि मग गाणं सरस्वती
चारी वाणी परापती
परापती मध्यमा वैखरी सरस्वती
He says we have got it.
सामने यजुर्वेद चार वेद चार वाणी वाणी की वाणी.
We have the 4 Vedas and we have also the evolution of language in 4 aspects. That is para, pashyanti, madhyama, vaikhari. How the language sprouts. That sprouting into various stages, these 4 stages, is called Saraswati. Saraswati means the whole gamut of the development of language.
शांती वाहता दिवस व्हायला लागली
It is continuously flowing. Right at the source, before the sprouting, it is called para. That is your consciousness state. No word, nothing is there. It is the consciousness. Now it starts sprouting. That is para. Only consciousness, no language, no word. Now sprouting is beginning there. That is called para. Then pashyanti. Pashyanti means it has taken a definite incipient form. Madhyama. In the mind, the formation is made. That is madhyama. And vaikhari. And then it explores through the breath. That is vaikhari. Vayukhari. So that is known as Saraswati, goddess Saraswati. Go to the source, that is para, that is consciousness. Prior to the sprouting of the language, that is para, very source.
सरिता शब्दाचा अर्थाचा अर्थ सरस्वती आहे. सरिता शब्दाचा अर्थाचा अर्थ सरस्वती हा शब्द आहे.
Sarita means today, no?
Sarita.
Sarita.
River.
Sarita means the river. The one that continuously moves or flows. Sarita. Like that, the language also continuously flows out. Incessant flow.
सतत वाहणारी नदी नदी. सरिता म्हणजे नदी.
Sarita is the river. Don't get lost, he says. Unique, you see.
वायू खरी
Most
मला
appropriate. Huh?
वायू खरी मला माहित नव्हतं. वायू खरी म्हणाले, वायू खरी आपण म्हणाला म्हणजे वायूमधून प्राणामधून ती प्राणाचं
माणसा बाजूला वायू आत पार.
हो
वाचा बनवाई खरी.
हो
मग काय झालं त्याच्या वागणुकीवर नाव बदलले.
हो हो वागणुकीवर नावं बदल
चैतन्याच्या वागणुकीवर नाव बदलले. तर त्याच्यामध्ये
आहे तेच.
He said this is all consciousness only. Now para pasyanti, madhyama, vaikhari, the 4 aspects of the evolutionary stages of the language, it is consciousness only in different forms.
प्रल्हादचा मजदूर म्हणजे चवी आहे ते वाचा आहे.
Sorry.
प्रल्हादामध्ये चवी
चवी चवी
ते वाचा आहे.
Ha.
तसे अमुक जणांची चवी कोण म्हणजे प्राणाची चवी वाचा आहे. वाचा काय बघी कमान झाला म्हणजे
She is doing some scholastic research on language. She is a scholar in Sanskrit.
Yes.
So she is getting guidance from Maharaj. She is seeking guidance from Maharaj.
So when Maharaj described the indescribable samadhi,
Don't use those words. Samadhi is down below. Don't get caught up with those spiritual jargon.
माझा अभ्यास जाग झोप नसतानाच आहे. मला जाग नव्हती झोप नव्हती. ते कधी जागा नाही कधी झोपलं नाही. त्यानंतर माझा अभ्यास आहे.
His state is that state prior to waking state, deep sleep and consciousness. That state prevails even now.
जागा नव्हतं कधी मी झोपलं नव्हतं कधी. त्यानंतर अभ्यास आहे.
He said all this study pertain to that state where there are no waking state nor deep sleep state.
बोला साहेब
त्यांना काही विचारायचं होतं.
What a pointer!
जितक्या संख्या वस्तू दिली माझी.
They are mere pointers. Signboard. It is neither waking state nor deep sleep state. Neither consciousness nor no consciousness.
तुम्ही अभ्यास करता तुम्ही परमार्थ करता पण तेच ब्रह्म बोर्ड दाखवता तिकडे. काय स्वरूप नो.
You see, that's the trouble. He said, when you try to explain something, you do not get involved yourself in that. You should be part of the spiritual experiment. You are part of it. You must be in the test tube of spiritual experiment. That you are not doing. You are pointing out, oh, that is Parabrahman, this is Brahman, and this is this, this is this. You want to be secure in body mind. Aloof.
नक्की करायचं करून ठेवा. निश्चित आपण म्हणजे काय आणि पसंती कसं असेल मग पुढे.
He says, first of all, make a firm decision, determination to decide about oneself. What am I? Get to know about oneself. What am I? Make the firm decision, determination.
जशी मजेत आहे ना तू.
Otherwise, you will be flowing here and there according to your inclination. Weak mind, weak decisions.
There is no difference between meditation and our activity in the world. Between meditation and activity in the world. Actually, if you develop that witness attitude, all to develop the witness attitude. So, Swami has said, yes, in the book, you have read it's in energy. To develop the
अशी भावाने कसं असायचं?
या मुलाचं बाप मी आहे असं सांगतो मग. या मुलाचा बाप करून मी आहे असं सांगतो. बरोबर आहे. नातेसंबंध काय सांगतो मला? त्याचा बाप मी आहे.
Witness should have that firm relation. That you are striking a relation by which you are not that, you see. No, if the son is there, your son is there. You say with full confirmation, I am the father of this son. I am the father of this son.
असं सांगितलं ना.
असं साक्षीत्व करा.
Witness like that.
हे जितके माणसं होते जाते त्याच्या काही कमी आत्महत्या आहे. ते कमी आत्महत्या होत आहे. या मुलांना माफी आहे.
See, just as I am the source of my son, like that whatever appears, whatever you feel, whatever you experience, you are the source of that.
तुम्हाला काय बोलायचं झालं कळलं का?
Out of you everything comes out.
बोलताना कोणाची चुकली काळजी करू नका. स्वतःच्याकडे बोला. दुसऱ्याची चुकली काळजी करू नका.
He said, don't complain about against anybody else. It means don't bring any authorities here. Talk about your own self. He talks about you and the world. So talk about your own self.
His words are touching beyond. There's no mind. They're touching the source.
आपले शब्द ते मनाच्या अगोदर जाऊन भेटतात. आपले शब्द जे
अरे मनाच्या का आत्म्याच्या पूर्वीच आहेत ते.
no, not only just prior to mind. It will go right through to the source, very source, the very beginning. The foremost you.
तुला जाणण्याचं झाड पण निघून जातो. सर्व जमाने लागले निघून.
They make a beeline for the very source that you are, ultimate. With the result, the consciousness will shed off.
कोणतं नाही वाढलेलं चालले जायचंय. सर्व जमाने लागले निघून. हे ऐकलं नुसतं ध्यानात ठेवा.
With that, what happens with such, if you really intently listen to this, you will be dwelling in that Sahaja Samadhi, spontaneous abidance in the ultimate.
समाधी म्हणजे आपण भाषा सुधारण्याची समाधी.
Now he says that Samadhi word, he said the true meaning of Samadhi, not the in common spiritual parlance, Samadhi is that state where you do not feel you are. You do not feel you are. That I am this is also not there.
काही व्याधी काही की व्याधी
आधी
आणि समाधी ही जाणलेली
आधी
आधी म्हणजे मनाच्या जाती आपण त्यात मनाचा आधी आणि काय तर दुःख व्याधी तिथे समाधीमध्ये
मनात आहे.
मनात अनुभव नाही.
Now, in common parlance, what is the meaning of samadhi? You follow? Now, vyadhi, there is a word called vyadhi. Vyadhi means the sickness of the physical body. That is called vyadhi. And adhi means the sickness of the mind. And samadhi means you are prior to the mind. Therefore, you are not having the sickness of the mind at all. You are established prior to the mind. No feeling of mind. No knowingness.
गांधीले जवळ अल्पन नाही समाधी.
If consciousness abides in consciousness, there is no knowingness. If consciousness abides in consciousness, no knowingness, no awareness.
बोलतो तो व्याधी करत नाही. व्याधी होऊ नाही बोलतोय. विचारायला ठेवा. सध्याचा नाव सांगा.
Now presently the talk is emanating from here. This body, that means Maharaj, with the body as such, is full of illness. He is suffering from cancer of the throat. In spite of that, the talk is over 8 months.
10th December 1980, morning session continued.
The talk is emanating from here. But this body, that means Maharaj, with the body as such, is full of illness. He is suffering from cancer of the throat. In spite of that, the talk is over 8 months. Still I am talking this is. Till the talk is coming out. The Saraswati is flowing out.
What is it?
So it is the bodily illness.
मी आदिवासीचा जाणता साक्षी आहे.
I, the Absolute, am not concerned with that. I am the witness of the Vyadhi and Adi. Of the mental illness, I witness. Bodily illness also, I witness. I, the Absolute.
हे सगळं गोष्ट होणार. अजून होणार. सगळं म्हटलं
In the ultimate analysis, this Vedas also and the river Saraswati, that is the language spouting, all will subside into the Absolute.
अन्य वाक्य ऐकून घ्या. कलाचं करा. याच्याची तुमची घाट कुठे पडलेली आहे. ब्रह्म संज्ञा जेव्हा इथे ऐकली तेव्हा वो सगळं उत्तम असतो. त्याची मुलाखत कुठे झाली आहे. नेमबाज ब्रह्म संज्ञा जिथे तुम्हाला तुम्ही ऐकला तिथं.
He said, now remember one significant sentence. Where did you, as Absolute, encounter the state of knowingness or consciousness? That birth symbol. What is known as birth, you encountered consciousness. You as Absolute encountered consciousness.
ब्रह्मसंख्येच्या बातमीच्या आधी तुम्हाला काय बुद्धी बातमी आहे. ब्रह्मसंख्येची बातमी आहे तो त्याचा म्हणून लागला आहे.
With this birth indication,
ब्रह्म चैतन्याचा
this I amness, knowingness has appeared. Prior to this birth principle or knowingness, the Absolute did not know itself. There was no knowingness, as I am.
ब्रह्म बातमीच्या जुळलेलं भांडवल काय. तुम्ही आज जगाचा अनुभव.
In your present state, as you are now, what is your primary capital? Your primary capital today is this knowingness. I am. With the knowingness, you observe the world, you experience everything. Prior to that knowingness, you did not know you are. No question of experience.
आता टाइम झालाय पकडा काय बोलायचं बोल. तुमची माहिती बोला.
Time is on.
काय बोलतो एकदा तुम्हाला आहे प्रारंभ आहे पण त्याला सुरू करून ठेवला जगाच्या वरती त्यांनी.
He says, whatever I have talked, all this profound knowledge is right now available with you. But you have sealed it off very firmly with your body and mind.
त्या ग्रंथाला या पुस्तकाचे पालक तुम्हाला एक ज्ञान मिळणार नाही तुमचं ज्ञान त्याच्यात मिळणार नाही तुमचं ज्ञान तुमच्याकडे तुम्ही म्हणलं का
By going through any number of spiritual books, you will not get this knowledge. That knowledge you are is available only with you. Finally, all the scriptural books, the highest scriptural books of the Hindus, the four Vedas, surrender themselves to the absolute. They say, we have no words to describe it. Neti. That means
Not
nothing.
this.
We don't know. It is beyond our grasp. So Neti.
If ever stray again, is there anything wrong with his the translations of the answers here, the book?
ठिकाणी आम्ही जर आमचं म्हणजे
आम्ही चुकलो इथे वाटून आलो इथे
नाही म्हणजे समजायचं त्यांचं म्हणजे
आणि जर इथे आलो.
गैरसमजूत व्हायला लागली कधी काळी नंतर तर आपलं पुस्तक वाचून आम्ही पुन्हा मार्गावर येऊ का
होय
शुअर
पण तुम्ही आपला मार्ग सोडून बघतो गेले असतं नाही कायम पाहिजे
बट यू शुड नॉट बी डिरेल्ड व्हेरी मच अवे फ्रॉम द सेल्फ यू आर You must hold on.
तुमचं अटेन्शन कायम पाहिजे attention.
Your attention should be always on this primary capital. You are. I am. Be yourself. Your movings must be there, firmly nailed into I am.
He gave me a good trick. As a mother, and as a mother, seeing son all the time. Now it's the same thing.
Yeah. मुलाचं चांगलं उदाहरण झालंय सांगितलं म्हणजे हा माझा मुलगा आहे माझ्यामुळे तो मुलगा येस and then everything is myself. Everything is because of me, therefore everything is myself. I am everything. The center is I am. The only instrument by which you know the world, you experience the world. Without words.
Which is the highest? Where does it come from?
From wherever this I am has come, I amness from there only. Prior to your arrival, that means arrival of this I amness, there was no address. It was not known. Same source. From the unknown source, which is you are again.
How is it that other gurus, great ones, like Krishna Menon, Maharshi, how is it they didn't teach the same thing? Because it should be all the same teaching.
He has always been saying that each jnani,
Yeah.
because of the consciousness and the body equipment what they have, the expressions will be different. हे विचारतात त्यांचे गुरु आत्मानंद, कृष्णा मेनन किंवा रमण महर्षी ह्यांनी असं सांगितलं नाही, सगळे एकच कसं काय सांगत नाही.
म्हणजे अंतिम स्वरूप जर एकच आहे तर शिकवणुकीमध्ये फरक का
एकच का
पडावा?
नाही. Finally, whatever that intuitively sprouts, that alone will be delivered.
That what?
Intuitively,
Yes.
inspiringly, whatever comes out.
Yes.
Why it comes in this fashion, you can't say, because
Spontaneous.
it is spontaneous, intuitive. Is it not so?
as I am.
Logically, yes, but actually I see that there is lot of disturbance, lot of, if you want to use the word ego or lot of things, I understand that I am this, and they create trouble.
तर्कदृष्टीने ठीक आहे, मी काही नाही, पण मी बघतो तर आणखीन गोंधळ वगैरे हे चाललेलं असतं, अहंकार वगैरे पुन्हा वाढलेलाच असतो. Egoistic and the troubles, whatever you are saying, which are appearing, what is the substratum of that? They are appearing on what? Ka bhai? Oh. You might be knowing, you might be discarding so many things. But prior to that, you must be. What is that you? What is this you? On this you, all the trouble, egoistic impressions and the troubles. He said, the danger is like this. People will listen to lot of words, various angles, and they will store all that. They will be able to reproduce. They will be able to say that I know the Brahman also through words. But they are not allowing it to grow it in themselves. Whatever they have received should grow in themselves. What about their own growth? That is hampered. They are overburdened with words and words and words. तेच म्हणते ते. शब्द म्हणजे हे अन्न आहे म्हणते. हो. It's all right. With words, you get the nourishment. But the words, are you the words? I will come to the conclusion that I am the Brahman, not by words, but in actuality. By receiving all this worldly food, are you the Brahman?
सर्व निर्वाह साधन आणि कारण आहे तो शब्द आहे.
Word is a necessary medium, it's a necessary tool. Because the body is there, even to look after the body, for the preservation of the body, communication through words is very necessary.
शब्दाची लावायची ती पण माझ्या शब्दाचीच आहे. व्यवसायिक शब्दाने शब्दाला तुम्ही लावायचा.
व्यवसायामध्ये शब्दाची जरूर आहे म्हणजे
तो आहेच ना. शब्दात तो काय काढलं.
So the words are there. Words are necessary. But having gone through all the words, having assimilated all the words, what is the conclusion you have drawn about your own self as to what you are?
शब्दात पण व्यवसाय केला ना.
But this is all the play with words only. This is all theoretical. Theoretical.
बनलेला आहे. व्यवसाय पण नाही.
The beginning of the word is that Om. Without Om, Om is the beginning of the word. With that more words are born, multiplied, for the purpose of communication in the worldly life. At least did you confirm that you are not the words? You are not the words. At least this confirmation you got. If you are not the words, then can you give a title or name to yourself?
I'm nothing that I can perceive.
Principle, which is speaking without the words. Oh. Without words, you cannot have worldly activities, worldly affairs. Oh.
श्रद्धा अनुवाद अजिबात पाहिजे. शब्दानुवाद व्यवसाय नाही.
Anywhere, anytime, for any worldly affairs, words are very necessary.
Yes.
Without words, you cannot conduct any affairs.
आपलं पण आपल्या
The sunlight,
पेट्रोल दिलं आहे.
the sunlight is spontaneous, or somebody has lit it. The sunlight,
Fine.
apop.
कोणी शब्दात नसतं. हे कोण असतं?
The world was not there. Who recognizes that? The world is not there or was not there.
The word.
Who finds out?
In order to, I am.
शब्द लावण्यासाठी आपण ऐकला आपण शब्द लावतात. असं आहे की नाही?
I think anybody. The word was not there.
Word.
The word was not there.
W-R-L-D. World.
No.
Word.
Word.
Yes.
It's all wordy affair.
Yes. Without consulting anyone.
Consulting anybody. The word was not there. Who understands this?
आपण शब्द लावत लावणारे काही आहे की नाही?
A state without words. State of no words. Some principle is in a position to say that, is it not?
चांगली आहे मला. होते की नाही कसं म्हणजे
Why do you take state, he says? Without word also I still prevail, say like that. Without even words, I do prevail.
आता माझं काय नव्हते. याचा पण स्वातंत्र्य आहे ना. हे आकाशात सगळ्या शब्दात.
The space is full of words. Incipient words. Space is full of words. But there is some principle who dare say the space was not.
There is someone that says space.
There could be some principle who dare say the space was not. By words and words, you will never understand. If you are caught up in the forest of the world, you will never be able to come out of it.
शब्दाचा उपयोग न करता निघाला. शब्दाचा उपयोग न करता.
He told you so very nicely. You see. Therefore, in short, he said, stay put in that silence which is absolutely without words.
तुम्ही उपयोग करून जाते त्याचा वेगळी होते.
Oh, all along you have been employing words and words and more words. Therefore, you are in the process of being driven mad.
जाणवतोय.
Oh,
शब्द ज्याला जाणवतोय. त्याला जाणवताना शब्द ओळखू जात नाही. होतंय का? त्याला शब्द ओळखू जात नाही. शब्द जाणवत. हो ना?
the knower of the words can never be known by the words. Knower of the words can never be known by the words.
शब्द ज्याला जाऊन ते राहणार आहे. शब्द जाणार.
The knower of the words shall always remain. But whatever words received, those words will go. They will not remain. But the knower shall always remain.
नाव द्यायला कधी मग असेल.
No. If you try to give a title or a name to the knower of the words, you will fail miserably. If you try to investigate who understands the words, you will fail.
आपलं वाक्य भावना नाही. आपली व अन्य कोणाची वाक्य भावना.
Each, I cannot say anything is mine or anybody else's. My acquisition or anybody else's acquisition. This difference is no more there. This difference is no more there. The title or names will be given by the words only. We are talking about what name should be given, etc. He says the words alone will give titles or names. But one who is without any words, you cannot give any name and a title to that.
पण आम्ही नंतर काय बघता गेलो मी छोटे बापा काय नाव केलं तुम्ही मला काय नाव काढले
Ostensibly you have been doing spirituality. But finally, as you are, what did you get? What is the final outcome as you are? That very concept that you are getting suffocated, frustrated, that very concept is an unreal concept.
बाकी लोग सरकार को कर रहा है जनामध्ये लोग ठीक है
all unworldly talk. Elsewhere, the talks, spiritual talks will be worldly talks. This is non-worldly talks.
अलौकिक शब्द सत्य जीवन चल इथं चालते इथं बघ कसे आता
Only here you will find discussion on non-worldly topic.
लौकिकामध्ये भाषा वापरली जात नाही मला वाटतं लौकिक भाषामध्ये भाषा वापरली जात नाही
Spirituality, which is normally being discussed elsewhere, this language will not be used.
पण लौकिक शब्द किंवा लौकिकाकडे मी नव्हतो
I might be anything, but I was never confined into the realm of this consciousness, in this world.
लोक कुठे आहे
No, by His
So
grace.
where is
No,
the
by
scope
His,
for confusion here?
no, by His grace, I must be let there.
आपल्या कृपेने मला पण तिकडे मी हवं म्हणतो
लौकिकामध्ये वस्ती नाही त्याला धरणार कसं
They are asking me to lead you there. Where is the scope of for leading? That this question of leading, etc. They relate to the world only.
Correct.
त्याला धरणारा
That's why.
This principle does not dwell in the consciousness realm at all.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, that is.
If one is really attentive to my talks, one will be reduced to no concept state.
कोणाला सांगण्यासारखे नाही बोलण्यासारखं नाही आपला पण बघा
You see, the talks or the dialogues which are going on here are not meant for you to exchange elsewhere because they are not capable of understanding. You try to understand, assimilate and digest it for your own self.
चौथ्या शब्दात शब्द फेकले शब्द एवढं ओढले शब्द आणि ते भाषण ज्ञानी समजते
You had a nice exchange of words. Words and words and words.
खूप लोकांच्या केली काय काय केले त्याच्यातून कल्पना निर्माण झाली ती त्याला आवडली ती त्यांनी ब्रह्मप्राप्त सुचलेली कल्पना सुचली ती त्यांची आवडली ही त्याची ब्रह्मप्राप्ती
Is it there?
लहान मानून नका
Yeah. If you don't feel offended with my remarks, there are sages, there have been sages, there are sages now, and there will be lot of sages, great saints, etc.
म्हणून जगामध्ये पुष्कळ धर्म संप्रदाय निर्माण झाले ज्याला जी कल्पना पाहिजे त्या कल्पनेची माहिती मिळून येतोय प्रत्येक जण आपल्या आपासून असलेल्या कल्पनेची माहिती बरोबर
But what is happening?
त्याचा संप्रदाय वेगळा त्याचा संप्रदाय वेगळा त्याचा संप्रदाय वेगळा काय असं लागलं
An idea or a concept sprouts in them. They accept that, they adopt that concept, they are fond of that concept, and they want to build up that concept. They develop that concept. They want to follow up that concept. But only a concept.
बरोबर आहे
And out of such concepts, various religions and creeds are formed.
शेवटी त्याला जी कल्पना पर्यंत पडली ती त्याची ब्रह्मप्राप्ती तेच आम्ही जगामध्ये शास्त्र आणि धर्म कोणती कल्पना मिळाली त्याची कल्पना मिळाली
All these so-called sages, they reach quite high spiritually, but the concept of one sage cannot agree with the concept of another. Therefore, religions are diametrically, they are opposite to each other.
एवढा फळफळ बोलू ते बघा ना माझा फळफळ झाला यांनी करायचं माझ्या फळफळ तेव्हा काय झालं तेव्हा बोल
All my life, I chased spirituality, followed up spirituality, and presently, I have sealed my mouth.
एकूण शब्द निवडून नाही घ्या
Because I came to the conclusion, all words are useless. Yes, I said, go into silence.
संबंध वाढवतात व्यक्ती वाढवतात जाहिरात वाढवतात काय
There is a great difference between other jnanis and myself. He says. All other jnanis are executing their projects, various projects they are executing of their concepts. But I have sealed my mouth, he says. I put my finger in my mouth and sealed it. Normally we have a phrase here, in Marathi. When you put your finger to your lips, it means you are stunned into silence. Oh, it's like this. That's what he expected. So all this play of spirituality was useless through words. Here all might. Nevertheless, do what you like. Otherwise there will be chaos. Now I put my finger to my lips. What does it indicate? Is it total satisfaction? Is it total satisfaction or imperfection? Is it indicative of imperfection or perfection? ऐका काय He said, after listening to my talks, don't give up your normal pleasure.
11th December 1980 morning.
11th December 1980, morning session begins.
What causes that? And then what chance? With no mind we cannot learn the truth, feel the truth.
कोण एक माणूस जर वेडा झाला मग त्याचा परमार्थाचं काय होतं वेडा झाला मनच गेला आणि तो वेडा झाला तर त्या माणसाच्या परमार्थाचं काय होतं परमार्थ काय होतं काय तरी आता प्रश्न आहे प्रश्न आहे आम्हाला विचारण्यासारखा प्रश्न आहे का विचारलं पाहिजे इज इट अ क्वेश्चन विच इज पुट बिफोर मी और इज इट अ क्वेश्चन विच इज पुट बिफोर ए डॉक्टर जीव म्हणजे काय आणि कोण म्हणजे माणूस म्हणजे आहे तरी काय माणूस आहे तरी काय ह्याचा अर्थ बोलणार माणूस
We are before the I am loves to be arises, emanates. We are the ultimate. Why need that? Why are we emanating? Why need that perfection coming from this?
तुमचं जे खरंच करून जा ती कशाला आल्या प्रश्न कोण करणार हा प्रश्न कोणाचा महाराज this question arises only after the consciousness arises. Before the consciousness arises, did anyone have any questions? का बोलतो आता प्रश्न आहे is it a question to ask if when the sun rises, why is there light? When the sun rises, there is light. This is why should there be light when the sun rises? This is what kind of a question it is. That is the light and the sun are one. So when the sun rises, the light must come. शोभा आहे त्याचा प्रकाश पण नाना उठे नाना माझा आहे consciousness is there, that's why the manifestation is in manifold forms.
Yes, now I was going round and round all night, and I couldn't find it. And he said,
बनलेला आणि आकाशमध्ये शब्दाने बनलेला आहे त्या शब्दाचे जे अर्थ निर्माण होते त्याप्रमाणे पृथ्वी निर्माण होते आकाशात जी वाणी करते वाणीचा अर्थ प्रगत सुरू झाला ती ठीक वजा
This is in this void, that is the space. The space is full of this consciousness or the beings, and the space is full of words also. So the consciousness and words themselves get manifesting. It is the nature of consciousness to manifest.
माणसाच्या शब्दाचा वाणीचा वाचे
Manifestation is the expression of consciousness, the life force, and the words and thoughts which flow from this combination.
आकाश शब्दात तो भूतलावर भूतल म्हणून भरलेला आहे आकाशाचा शब्द आहे त्या शब्दाचा अर्थ आहे ही घर झाला कोणी बांधल्या मानवाने वाजवली मानवाने शब्द
This is what we see as the houses, which are man-made, are created out of a thought. Maharaj calls it the word. Thought and word he doesn't distinguish. Out of a man. The man said, I must build the house, so he built the house. So this, what is the space? And the world of the space has expressed itself not in the house as a man has expressed it, but in the total manifestation. That is the expression of the word contained in space.
म्हणजे आपण ओळखीला काय कुठं हात लावतो कशाला हात लावतो तुम्ही बघा आपण त्याच्या ओळखीला पण बोललो ओळखीला
Maharaj says
consider what you identify yourself as. What you are is this total universal consciousness, not an individual body.
बॉडी तुमच्या स्वरूपाने ओळखलं नाही.
The body is not your true nature. And
आपण बॉडी राहते पण जाणार.
the body will disappear.
म्हणजे आत्मा राहतो आणि बॉडी जाते.
So the
आत्मा म्हणजे आपण म्हणजे आपलं रूप.
self is I, and the self is my true nature. The body is merely an outer covering which will destroy itself.
So we leave here with him.
आपण इथे आहात, आपण सांगता तेव्हा सगळं सोपं वाटतं. आपण इथे आहात आणि आपण सांगता तेव्हा सगळं सोपं वाटतं.
आणि मग
And then,
Well, everything is all right here.
I know, and then what?
Just remember.
You said it is easy and simple, then
I don't know, you started. The body starts pushing. I don't have to remember. And I don't
बाहेर गेल्यानंतर देह आणखी जग यांचा सगळा घोटाळा चालू असतो म्हणून.
आत्मा मागवा आहे.
हा.
आत्मा स्वतः मागवा आहे. आत्मा नाही. पण त्याच्यावर सर्वांना जवळ कपडा घातलेला आहे. सर्व लोकांनी नंबर कपडा घातलेला आहे. म्हणजे आत्मा घातलेला पाहिजे. आत्म्याचं ज्ञान होत नाही.
Maharaj says self is naked and open. On that has come this body and the consciousness. So together the world affairs go on, your behavior. So what your body covers the self and hides the knowledge of the self.
म्हणजे तुम्हाला काय आहे आत्म्याला काय आहे असं मागवा आहे. काय आहे आत्मा मागवा आहे.
He said we have at least a body because we have body. He said the self itself has no body.
आणि आपण एक पिंडीचे ब्रह्मांड एकदम दाखवून दिलंय की पिंडीचे ब्रह्मांड.
It has no form, no spirit, no body. Good. And that is what we really are, is it? Not the body. So he says, carry on. It's a question. Where do you go from there?
carry on. I'm not.
तर म्हणलं मग देहात त्याचा जो काही घडतं त्या देहामुळं ते घडू दे, मी तो नाही असं समजून राहायचं.
का म्हणून
He said, even that why?
असं समजून जाण्याची गरज काय.
He said, to carry on this basis. He said, even this carrying on this basis, why is it necessary?
Yeah, I don't. I just cling to what I am.
मी जे आहे तिथंच राहिलं पाहिजे.
म्हणजे तुझं बाजू काय असलं पाहिजे.
So for you to remain there, what must you be? For you to remain,
Clinging to myself.
yes, what must you be?
Not whatever is apparent. I'm just that.
दोन पदार्थ तिथं राहील.
Oh,
कोणताही दोन पदार्थ तिथं राहील. आता आकाश वायू
other way to remain where?
ते तुझे नाही केव्हा लागले. ते तुझे नाही असे ते तुझे कदाचित येणे संभव म्हणजे आहे तिथे.
So something which is not in a particular place can come from somewhere. But the space and the air, they are there. Where can they come from? And cling to what?
I am what I was.
आपण सांगितलं तो म्हणजे हे देहांचं आणि वेळापूर्वी जे काही होतं ते मी आहे.
ते मी आहे म्हणजे
You said you are what you were before this body and this consciousness came. So he said, what is that? What do you mean when
ते नव्हतं आपल्याला भान नव्हतं देणच नव्हतं. ते तू आहेस ना.
So he said, what you were before this body consciousness came, you are not aware of it.
जेव्हा नसताना तू कधी होते ते सांग बघू.
So before you had this body, tell me what you were like.
I don't know.
मला माहित नाही.
मग कसं जमते.
If you don't know, then why are you talking about it?
माहित नाही कसं व्हायचं.
you have to remain.
जेव्हा लोकांना माहित नाही ना माहित नाही असं नाही माहित वाचावं
I don't know. That is what should remain. Before the world did.
वाचायचा उपयोग नाही तिथे होता का वाचायचा उपयोग
Their speech is of no use.
Yes, I'm giving it something.
आपण बोला म्हणून सांगितलं तर बोलते वाटतं बोला. So he said, that's all right, you can talk. Even otherwise, what would you have done?
Let's robber. He will rob you of everything, even the last vestige of eye.
एवढा माणसाचा अनुभव आहे आपण म्हणणार पण असं कधीच घडलं नाही घडणार नाही
He said, everybody is expecting to die. But he says, it's never happened and it can never happen.
हे जबरदस्तीनं परिधान केल्यामुळे ती कल्पना आलेली आपण म्हणणार
Because
नेण्याचा अनुभव आहे
he said, do you have any experience of death earlier? It is only because of this double covering that this concept of death is there.
म्हणजे मला कसं आहे राग होणार मला कसं त्याच्यात म्हणतात की आपण नाही म्हणून पण काय राग जर जाण्याचं जे होतं हे पण तुम्हाला कळलं
He said, you think you will die because this covering will be destroyed.
काय असे म्हणून कळलं
But when this covering is destroyed, you will never even know that you existed or that you are dead. You are afraid of being thrown away.
भेदरलेली आहे.
आणि त्याच्या भरोसा असायला पाहिजे त्याच्या भरोसा पण त्याचा भरोसा बेभरोसा आहे त्याला कळतं
हो हो.
पण ज्यावर अवलंबून काय आहे तेव्हा तुमच्यावर अवलंबून
Maharaj says, we have this feeling of uncertainty and fear of the unknown because we depend on this body as ourselves. And we are also deeply certain that this body is not going to last. This body is independent. We want to depend on something which we know is independent.
परमात्म्याला आपण चिंतन करतात नंतर देहाच्या रूपाने करताना
He said,
देहाच्या रूपाने जर आपण चिंतन आपलं चिंतन नव्हे देह चिंतन हे पदार्थ आहे
Maharaj said, we are seeking spirit. We have a spiritual goal. We seek a spiritual goal, but we seek a spiritual goal with an identity with the body, with the identity of an entity. With an entity, no entity can secure liberation. It is impossible for an entity to get liberation.
म्हणून माझ्या घरात पदार्थ आहे त्याच्यामध्ये किती वेळेचे पदार्थ पदार्थ तो कसा पदार्थ बनवलेला बनलेला आहे पदार्थ हे सुद्धा पंचभूताचे मिश्रण करून हा देह बनलेला आहे तर पकवान नाही एखादा पकवान सुद्धा खातो पकवान नाही अनेक अनेक जनावर माणूस खातो माणसाला जनावर खातो का पकवान नाही
Understand, he said, what is this body?
बरोबर बोला
The body is a food prepared out of the 5 elements. And each form as a food is the food of someone else. He said, man eats animals or vegetables. A tiger will come and eat a man. So each form is the food of some other form. For sustenance.
पकवान एका दिवसाचा होतं नाही अनेक दिवसाच्या म्हणजे
And this
पकवान हे सुद्धा अनेक दिवसाचं बनलेलं आहे
And this food is prepared not necessarily out of only one item, but the food is prepared out of number of items. So this body is prepared out of the 5 elements, in various proportions.
अनेक प्रकारच्या पदार्थाचा बनलेला आहे त्याच्यावरती कोणत्या मुख्य पदार्थाचे कुंडी आहे बनायला
So it is out of these many items of which this body is made, which of the items of which this body is made, you will identify yourself with.
त्याच्यातला कोणताही पदार्थ हेल्दी आहे.
So out of those many items out of which the body is made, can you say this item is me?
पाणी नावाच्या पदार्थामध्ये असण्याचा नमुना नाही.
And therefore he said there is nothing in the body with which we can identify ourselves and which we can say is my image.
बॉडी विश्वास आहे. बॉडी विश्वास तुमचा जो आहे तो श्वासाचा आहे. आणि श्वास तर कसा आहे
कधीही झालं.
विश्वासच नव्हे.
विश्वास आहे.
श्वास म्हणजे विश्वास नव्हे. श्वास घ्यायचा तुम्ही नव्हे.
Maharaj said body is alive only. Shwas Vishwas. Maharaj, he made a pun on the Marathi word.
फारच सुंदर.
So he said the body depends for being alive technically on the breath. And the breath is synonymous with a lack of dependability. So the breath in Marathi and this dependability, the words are identical. So he made a pun on that. So the breath is synonymous with, or identical with, something you cannot depend on.
Is there